I'm gonna make a video on this episode. It's called The Bitter Work. It's also I'm also gonna do a commentary on a previous episode, which is uh The Chase, I think. Um, so it's very that's the episode prior to that. So my commentary is actually not on the show itself, but on if you have watched the show before in your childhood, is my recommendation is not to consume sugar because not everyone has watched this when they were younger, on television when it's broadcast, So these two episodes, it's I'm not the one describing the fourth wall or whatever that's called, but basically, um, if you watch this, it basically means, um, you're in a position where you have your parents, but it's you have hostile people around. Now, that is not entirely a bad thing. It's just that I have seen, some people, you know, some people, they have friends, and you can tell that they are not quality friends. But they, you know, like, it's not the best position to have friends. Now obviously, I'm not going to reference anything on religion here, but, you know, the modern times has a lot of luxuries, but there are, you know, obvious problems. Like, first of all, it's not in your best interest to hang out with people all the time. Sometimes sometimes some people are just better off, you know, they go to work and that's it, right? There's no any time spent hanging out with friends is a negative. Um so so let's see. This episode, primarily, it's the point where Zuko ends up, learning a lot. This is before any, you know, this is way before, um, the episode where Iroh gets, betrayed or something like that. But then again, this isn't really about. So enough with the spoilers. So it's also like, you know, this episode is also like, if you watch it, not everyone watches Avatar that way. So there's lots of people who only watch a few episodes. And you don't really, they never really watch the other one. But let's just say that if you're consuming sugar, um, it could be a difficult position because there are people around you that you just nothing you have nothing in common with, right? And that's totally fine, if you don't have anything in common with them, there's people that just have nothing in common with, right? They they may and they may have various interests that are completely opposite of yours. They have personalities that just don't are not compatible with yours, right? And that's not entirely a bad thing, right? Um, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So, um, if you're that type of person, then I like, for example, myself,